Picture this. You walk up to the 2026 BMW M5 GT and before you even touch the door handle you can feel that this is not just another luxury sedan with a performance badge. It has presence. It has weight. It has that unmistakable M Division attitude, but now wrapped in a design that feels sharper, more modern, and more confident than anything BMW has ever done with the M5 nameplate. As the camera glides along the front, the first thing that hits you is how BMW has refined its bold design language. The kidney grille is slimmer and more sculpted, no oversized shock factor, just a confident performance-focused shape that sits neatly between redesigned laser adaptive headlights. The front bumper is carved deeply with functional vents that feed air to the upgraded cooling system for the hybrid powertrain. Look closely and you notice how the surfaces taper and flare around the car, a blend of muscular arches and precision cuts that make the new M5 GT appear lower, wider and more planted than the outgoing model. Rolling around the side, the profile is long and athletic. This GT version stretches the wheelbase slightly, giving it more grand touring presence and a little more breathing room inside. The shoulder line sweeps from the front fender all the way to the new 3D sculpted taillights which wrap around the rear like glowing red blades. The quad exhaust sits symmetrically in the diffuser and the stance screams power even when the car is standing still. Now let us step inside because the interior of the 2026 M5 GT is arguably where BMW has made the biggest leap. As the door opens you are met with a cabin that feels equal parts luxury suite and performance cockpit. Everything is wrapped in soft leather and Alcantara with contrast stitching that traces the curves of the seats and dashboard. The new M multifunction seats look like they came straight from a concept car. High bolsters, carbon fiber shells and integrated ambient lighting give them a futuristic but refined look. The steering wheel has been redesigned to slightly slimmer with more ergonomic grips and dedicated M mode toggles that let you flip between daily driving calm and full track aggression in an instant. Front and center is BMW's curved display stretching across the dash. It blends the instrument cluster and infotainment into one sweeping piece of glass that feels immersive without being overwhelming. BMW's latest iDrive system responds instantly whether you tap the screen, use the rotary controller or simply speak your commands. The animations, the menus, the clarity of the graphics, everything feels polished and fluid. What stands out most, however, is how seamlessly the performance-focused data is integrated. You get live torque distribution readouts, hybrid battery flow telemetry, G-force meters and customizable M views that instantly change the atmosphere inside the car. When you switch into sport or track mode, the interior lighting shifts, the gauges turn aggressive and the whole cabin feels different, as if the car is waking up. The rear seats in the GT version are not an afterthought either. They offer more legroom thanks to that slightly extended wheelbase, and the reclining function makes long drives genuinely comfortable. Even though this is a performance monster, the cabin stays quiet unless you want it otherwise. With the active sound system you control how much of the exhaust and engine tone you hear inside. Crank it up in sport mode and it gives you a deep mechanical growl that reminds you exactly what is happening under the hood. Speaking of that, let's talk performance, because the 2026 M5 GT is a milestone for BMW. This is the first M5 to use the new hybrid assisted twin-turbo V8. You still get the raw muscular heart of a traditional M car, but now paired with an electric motor that adds instant torque and smoother power delivery. The combined output pushes well past the 700 horsepower mark, giving this M5 acceleration that feels almost supercar level. Tap the throttle and the car lunges forward with a surge that is both brutal and controlled. It is the kind of acceleration that makes you grin involuntarily and maybe even laugh a little by surprise. The hybrid system is not just for power though. It gives you the option to glide silently through a neighborhood on electric-only mode for short distances. It also improves efficiency and helps keep the engine cool under hard driving. The real star, however, is how the powertrain management blends electric and combustion power seamlessly. There is no jerk, no lag, no moment where one system hands over to the other. It all feels like one cohesive thrust. On the road, the new M5 GT is more composed than ever. The adaptive suspension reads the pavement hundreds of times per second and adjusts damping instantly. In comfort mode it rides like a premium luxury tourer, smooth, quiet and plush. In sport mode it becomes a precision weapon, letting you lean into corners with confidence and exit them with force. BMW has also refined the all-wheel drive system, allowing more rear bias when you want it, even enabling a pure rear drive mode for those who want the classic M5 tail-happy personality. The steering feedback is sharper too, with more weight and texture than recent models, giving you a connection to the road that enthusiasts have been asking for. Braking performance is equally impressive. The carbon ceramic setup delivers forceful stopping power without fade, and the pedal feels firm and consistent whether you are cruising or hammering down a mountain road. All of this combined makes the 2026 M5 GT feel like a true grand touring machine that can transform into a track-ready monster at the press of a button. Now let us talk price, because the new generation does come with a premium. The base price sits in the upper luxury range, reflecting not only the performance upgrades but also the advanced hybrid tech and elevated interior quality. Optional packages include the carbon exterior kit track package, upgraded upholstery, and the new adaptive aero system that adjusts airflow based on speed and driving mode. Fully loaded, the M5 GT can climb significantly, but buyers in this segment know what they are paying for. It is not just a car. It is engineering mastery wrapped in a luxury experience with the ability to embarrass many supercars on a straight line. So who is the 2026 BMW M5 GT for? It is for the driver who wants brutal performance without sacrificing daily usability. It is for the person who wants a luxurious interior that feels handcrafted but still offers the technology of the future. It is for the enthusiast who wants a car that can cruise effortlessly across long distances and then tear up a track the same afternoon. And perhaps most importantly, it is for anyone who wants the next evolution of what an M car can be, blending combustion and electric power in a way that feels natural, exciting, and undeniably M. As we wrap up this review, take one last look at the M5 GT. The sculpted lines, the glowing taillights, the aggressive stance, the futuristic cabin, and the hybrid powertrain working in harmony. This is not just a new chapter for BMW. It is the blueprint for where high-performance sedans are heading. If the future of performance looks and feels like this, then the future is very bright.